Hank, how does this course set up for the golfers out here today?
Well, Gil Hands and Brad Faxon, they did a lot of changes a few years back to sort of open up some of the driving areas. Consequently, you see there's a little bit more of a reward. Boston.
This is host of the Deutsche Bank Championship. That's a tournament that is part of the FedEx Cup playoffs. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Not his best shot, and now he'll have to deal with a bunker.
Yeah, they say the hardest shot in golf, the next one.
All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know, it might just go in.
Great execution. Right out of the bunker and right next to the hole. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. And so just getting started, even par so far. Par 5 second hole, it's 540 yards. Birdie opportunity, Frank?
Birdie or eagle, but that second shot all the way across water. So you're going to have to hit a good tee shot to go for this par 5 and 2.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Second from an excellent lie. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That is a beauty, a real beauty. Makes the putt and goes to 1 under. Frank, you've talked about this sort of New England feel they gave this golf course when they remodeled it. This is a pretty good example here at the third hole.
Yeah, that stone wall behind just sort of makes the golf course look like it's been there forever. They have tweaked the green a little bit on that left side, created a little bit of a ridge. You can sort of play the ball off that if you know where you're going. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. And that one lands in the first cut, Frank.
Interesting choice coming ahead here. It'll be interesting to see how he reads this lie.
Well, certainly playable from here. Ball is in the first cut. Not too bad. Very nicely done, right on the dance floor. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. -1 in the early going. All right, Frank, now at the fourth hole, this is a chance to flex the muscles. It's a drivable 4.
It is. Well worth the go, but just be careful. If you flare one a little right, just right of those 3 bunkers, there's a little bit of a hazard. Oh, I liked that.
Good contact, good result. This is going to be an interesting day. The wind is howling, or as they would say in Scotland, just a wee breeze. Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Frank, there's a real art to putting a good score on the board, isn't there?
Yeah, that's why stroke play is so tough, Rich. You're trying to minimize everything on a golf course, turn a 6 into a 5 or a 4 into a 3. It's like even off the edge of a green, trying to get up and down in 2 rather than 3. And you've got to do it for 18 straight holes. If it's a 72-hole tournament, then you've got to do it for 4 straight days. And that's why that's always been the best predictor of our best players, the ones that can go 4 days and make the least number of mistakes.
Two under par for the round. Frank, the opening at TPC Boston, you could describe it as fun, gettable. It starts to change in character here at the 5th, doesn't it?
Yeah, beautiful par 4. You've got to be cognizant of exactly how far you can fly the ball, though, because there's 3 distinct sections of this green.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards, just crushed it in the fairway. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. This one is definitely heading left. Looks like it is going to end up in the rough. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
And with that putt, he moves to 3 under. All right, Frank, now to the 6th hole. It's a 465-yard par 4. What are the keys?
Well, it's framed beautifully by the trees just in front of the tee, so you know exactly where you're trying to go down there. 2 little bunkers on the right if you stray a little right, and if you stray a little left, you might just make it to the water.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin.
Don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Just an incredible shot. That is a very makeable putt after a great approach. Well played. Frank, this would jumpstart the round. A 3rd straight birdie.
Some good playing. Well, I thought they'd at least pick up a shot. Birdie looked like a sitter. Now at par.
Nice par to remain 3 under. Frank, now a big par 5, the 7th hole.
Yeah, there's an interesting feature on this par 5. About 100 yards short of the green is that huge cross bunker. So a good tee shot, that shouldn't be a problem. Stray a little, and then your mind is definitely on that.
And from that position, a good chance to get at this hole location at number 7. Playing his 2nd shot here at the par 5. This looks to be at least an extra club, maybe 2 clubs going way up that hill to the green. Appears to be what they call a commercial play, very solid. I mean, really on top of his game right now. That was a splendid approach shot. Settles in over the putt. Good putt and a good move. Now to 4 under. Hole number 8 now, 213 yards in length, a par 3. And Frank, what can we expect?
Really narrow at the front of this green. A lot of mounding. Ball normally kicks towards the left. One place you don't want to go, though, is that left bunker. The bunker shot's all downhill from there.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
No way! He hold it, Frank.
Great pitch up.
Real golfers, by the way, do not eat tuna sandwiches at the turn. Eat a hot dog, right?
Well, yeah, but if you make a mess of 9, then you're making hamburgers. I'm loving that balance.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, here at the 9th, what are most players trying to do?
Well, you really have to be aware of that bunker. That's about 25 yards short of the green. If you finish up there, that's one of the hardest shots in golf, the long bunker shot. So you've got to carry that, even if you want to run the ball onto this green.
That is classy.
Yeah, a chance of going in.
Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
back-to-back birdies and 6 under par. Such a beautiful time of year to play the game. The leaves are turning here in New England. It's a cool, crisp afternoon at the TPC Boston. And now we've made the turn. Frank headed to the back 9.
A nice par 4 to start. No fairway bunkers to worry. He's gone for a little extra.
Wow, what impact. Absolutely crushed it.
Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
Second shot. Good look at the green. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Doing whatever he wants with that golf ball. Moving it left, moving it right, hitting it straight when it's called for. He's doing it all.
In command.
Frank, like all TPC golf courses, TPC Boston has the fan in mind. So you see those mounds throughout the golf course that gives people a chance to just sit, relax, and watch some golf. And there's a nice shady spot on the hill behind the 11th.
Yeah, that's just before the 12th tee, and you really do get a look at the tee shots coming in 11, as well as the little undulations and contours on that massive green.
That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You've hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green.
I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. 12th hole now, looking at 461 yards on this par 4.
It doesn't look like there's much trouble off the tee, and that's because the trouble's with the second shot, that hazard to the right of this green.
Gave that the full treatment. Get up. Excellent drive, Frank, right where you want to be. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Frank, this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it. Send it.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
And that's in for a par. Ball's teed up at the par 4 13th.
And you want to keep that ball in the air as much as you can. Carry that air on the left side. That's a big tee shot, somewhere in that sort of 300-yard mark.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. 190 now on the second shot.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. So close.
And yet it still counts for another shot.
Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Seven under on the day. Frank, the 14th, a shortish 495-yard hole.
Only because it's downhill. If you can get that ball running down the fairway, then it certainly sets up a good second shot into this stout par 4.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Boy, that was just a lousy putt right there. No other way to say it. Now 8 under on the day. Now at the par 4 15th, what do you think of this hole, Frank?
I love the strategy involved here. It's not just necessarily a driver off the tee. Smart play often comes on top here because it's a second shot hole.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Well, Frank, as we know, golf is not played generally on a flat surface, and here we go, uphill.
Yeah, and the uphill lie is going to guarantee you more loft than normal. So you're going to have to counteract that with maybe an extra club.
Beautiful approach shot there and a good chance to take advantage. Standing over his birdie putt. Oh my gosh, that hurts.
Just a fraction too aggressive. Remember, line and speed go together.
Sometimes you want that birdie so badly, and all of a sudden you're faced with a lot of work. More 16th hole.
We might see a few people fishing for their golf ball, though. Big mound in the middle of this green. You don't have to go directly at the flag when it's on the left. You can use that mound to kick the ball around.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water up.
Frank, they threw him a life vest. He's back on dry land.
And I hope this time he swings, he doesn't have the water wings on.
Third shot now, after the last one found the deep blue.
Yeah, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punished for.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. And that's a bogey. Frank, the 17th here at TPC Boston underwent quite a radical change.
Yeah, that renovation and that redesign that they did, it changed the character of the hole, but they still kept that big mound in the middle of the green. So that second shot is still punishing if you misjudge it.
Players nursing the lead, they might want to think about playing it safe down the right side, but if you're trying to make up some ground, you could try to fly the church pews that divide the fairway into two sections, and that would give you a nice short wedge in.
Yeah, give you a short wedge in, but really the risk, is it worth it? Got to be careful here. Downhill, he's got to time it good because your weight's a little bit more on your front foot.
Get down! Lay down! Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Settles in over the putt. Moves to -8. Frank, the 18th here at TPC Boston. This is one of the most exciting finishing holes in golf.
It was changed a couple of years ago, and it's such a better hole now. Two little bunkers right in front of you, 270 yards. But if you want like a litmus test, that one on the right, Bubba Watson can carry that.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5.
gets a good kick. It's only in the first cut.
Not too
That's
bad.
not too bad.
Frank, I like the way he sort of starts his swing a little bit on the outside and then drops it right on plane. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Just a couple of feet. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Really good round out there today. What's the mindset, Frank, to keep it going?
First thing, really, Rich, just try and keep the same composure for tomorrow's round. Get some rest. We know that. Shouldn't really have to hit the range. Swings in good position. Just keep it easy and visualize how tomorrow.